Okay, so I've already done the first half of my hair just for time purposes. That's the back. So, yes, so I'm going to start on this side. When I curl my hair, I start from the bottom and work my way to the top. So I'm going to start from the bottom and I'm going to take out about 1-inch partings like so. And then I'm just going to clip up the rest of my hair and get that out of the way with a clip. And then I'm going to take that piece. Now to actually do the curling and stuff, all I used was a 1-inch Conair curling iron, which I'm showing you right now, and it does have a clamp, just doesn't have to be clampless. So what I'm going to do the first curl is I'm just going to curl like your average spiral curl. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches out at the end. Her hair in the video, the ends were kind of straight, they weren't curled, so as you can see, I kind of just left about 1.5 inches off of out of the bottom. So now I'm just going to take another section of hair and clip up the rest. And with this section, I am going to split it in two because you really only want 1-inch partings. And then I'm spraying certain pieces, like I'm going to spray this piece. I didn't spray every piece because her hair was kind of like messy, but yet at the same time she had like defined curls. So I'm only going to spray certain ones. And like on this one, instead of spiral curling it, I'm just going to wrap it around the curling iron, not using the clamp, and I am again leaving that 1.5-inch section out at the end, and then I'm just going to let it go. And I'm not really curling the top part of the hair either. I'm going down probably about 2 or 3 inches from the root because she also didn't really have curl like at the top of her hair. It was really kind of towards the middle down. So I'm just going to keep alternating from spiral curl to wrapping it around the actual curling iron. Her overall look was, it was kind of like a messy curl, and it had like all these different textures. Like some were really tight curls, some were wavy, like wrapped around the curling iron curls, and some were just barely waved. So she had all these different textures in her hair, and it just made it look really good. So I'm going back and forth between spiral curling it and actually using the clamp, and then just wrapping my hair around the curling iron. So that's what it looks like so far. You just want to continue doing that starting from the back, and then like I sprayed that specific piece just for stability of the curl. Then I'm going to spiral curl this one. I'm also alternating the way I spiral curl. Some I'm curling back, some I'm curling forward, and again I'm leaving that section out at the end. And then this one I'm going to do spray and do the wrap around the wand of the curling iron method, like so. So then you get a really nice wave to go along with the actual spiral curl. So now I'm towards the top of my hair, and once again I'm just doing the same thing, but once I get towards the top, I'm not going to really leave pieces of the hair out of the bottom. I'm kind of, as you can see, curling the whole thing. And I also am going to do the same thing with the curls that I wrap around the wand. As you'll notice, I start wrapping around the whole piece of hair and not really leaving any out. I really only did that on the bottom portion of the curls. And then just hold it for about 20 seconds or so. That's about what I held it for. And then just kind of let it go. And then continue doing this until you get to the front of your hair. So now that I'm finished, I'm kind of just picking the curls apart to give it more of that messier look. I don't really want them to be like super defined. And then, as you can see, that kind of straight ends like she had in her video. So that's kind of the finished look. If you want, this is optional, and you could probably even do it more than I did, but you could tease kind of your crown a little bit. So I kind of just grab a couple little pieces and tease it a little bit. And like I said, also, as you can see, the top portion of my head doesn't really have any curl. Hers didn't really either. So you want to make sure when you do curl that you don't put a lot of curl up there. It's more so kind of just towards the middle. So just tease a couple of pieces. You could make it more teased if you want. I just didn't really want to. And I just kind of left my bangs curl a little bit. And then just give it one final spray with hairspray. And you have your Britney Spears criminal inspired hair.